are watching The Convo with Dr. Frida and James Wetu. Convo, encouraging conversation that matter.
Steve, and maybe to help us, maybe even understand more about social media platforms.
Yes.
Which do they work all the same? You know, we talk about Facebook, Instagram. Do they work all the same? Do they have a different kind of algorithms? How do they work, and which one suits what?
Yeah, of course, the social media platforms, they suit different people. And for each one of them, it's more appealing to a certain, type of people.
Yes.
As for example, Facebook, well, you said everyone was on Facebook. Initially, sometime back, Facebook was the place to be for young people, for example.
Yes.
So a lot of young people took up, Facebook. And the other, let me talk about the other age groups, followed suit.
Yes.
So with time, a good percentage of the population, like for example, I think going by the statistics for January, it says that we have 8-point-something million Kenyans on Facebook.
Yeah, 8.
About 8-point-something million Kenyans are already on Facebook. So it tells you, for example, if you're looking to reach a wider market online, then of course you can't discount Facebook.
You can't.
Because it has 8-point-something. That's like the addressable size of people you can target with your ads. So that's 8 million.
Wow.
So when you look at Instagram, it also depends on the nature of content that these platforms enable now the users to share. So you see, like Instagram is more visually, it's more of a visual platform than Facebook. And you see now that's appealing to a certain industries, certain demographics. The young people, they love, checking out photos of their friends, and for example, let's say for example you're a restaurant or you sell clothes. Then of course how you sell is the products, is how good are they. You want people to actually see and like my sweaters. You want people to see the food that I make in my restaurant.
So Instagram become the best.
So it becomes the best now for visually, visually stimulating content. Yes. As opposed to, let's say, going on Twitter. And some time back, even Twitter, it was just purely text. But now there's text and there's videos. Now all platforms have videos. Support videos.
I saw LinkedIn.
Yes, and even stories now, and every other platform is taking up stories. So it depends on one, of course, the nature of content, and also a majority of the people that are on the platform. What do they endeavor to do? Like for example, LinkedIn is more of like a professional business to business sort of like network.
Yes.
So if you're a consultant and you're selling your financial services, then LinkedIn would be more appealing, because now here you can actually target people based on, and you see with all these social media platforms, people don't know this. You give them a lot of information. It's the same information that now they use to help advertisers target you with ads. So also, depending on, you did your customer profile, what you call your
profile,
your what did you call it? Your customer profile, and you stated those attributes and the interests. These people like doing this. They are, they like, for example, if you're targeting, like you're a financial advisor. I'm selling insurance.
Yes.
So here you're targeting and you're selling commercial, what do they call it?
Insurance.
This insurance, and you're targeting businesses.
Yes.
And certain specific businesses, because let's say for example you're selling, is it fire? Against fire.
Yes.
So here you want to target companies that produce goods that are prone to
fire.
to fire.
Yes.
So where can you find such companies online? As in, which platform would make it easier for me to identify these companies?
LinkedIn become the best.
Yes, and even on top of that, be able to reach out to key decision makers or contact persons in these companies. With LinkedIn, it's easier because you can see the company profile there, and it can even tell you how many people work in this company, and it even gives you their names.
Oh yeah.
And it even gives you their titles. Yes. And with that, you can send out a connection request to them.
Yes.
And the moment they accept,
Engage a conversation.
you can engage in a conversation. You can exchange messages. You can request their, their email address or their phone number. You can actually book an appointment. You see, now it's easier for you to be able to do that on LinkedIn as opposed to Facebook, and Instagram. Because they don't have
I don't think you find
the wealth of information. Yes,
on Instagram.
Definitely. And even if you find them on Instagram, believe you me, they're not looking to be sold to.
Yes.
But on LinkedIn, they'll be more willing to be pitched.
Yes.
Because they know this is a networking, it's a business networking platform.
I think that's amazing. That's amazing. I want to ask for my friend.
Yes.
Who is
Definitely. Yes.
Tell us how. Okay, personally, I think recently I started pinning. I know pinning for a long time, but I actually didn't know how it works. Until recently, where I can do my blog and pin it.
Yes. Now, interesting. Pinterest is people term Pinterest as a social media platform, but it is more of a search engine.
It's more of a search.
It's more like even YouTube.
Yes, because I remember when I was trying to, I don't know what that was on my WordPress account.
Yes.
I could authenticate it using Google.
Yes.
Then I think Yandex or something such like that. Then Bing, and then Pinterest. It's like, what is this Pinterest?
Yes. Pinterest is a catchy, and especially so for creatives and more women. I hear. I'm sorry, I'm not marketed on Pinterest, but I hear it's more ladies, female prefer Pinterest. I think because of the nature of content. And I hear with Pinterest, it's more of, like you can pin stuff, you can pin recipes, you can pin, So these are things that would be more appealing to creatives or to women for that matter.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, as I said earlier, it all still boils down to your customer profile. If you do your homework and spend time on it really well, believe you me, yes, when it comes to that point of identifying which platform to start with, it's going to become way, way easier.
Yes.
Because if I'm targeting young people, and these are teenagers, then based on my research, and these are people who are visually, stimulated,
Yes.
So I would go for Snapchat, I would go for Instagram, because it's more visual, and it's more engaging.
Yes.
These are people who like, they like sharing what. So simple to digest content.
Yes.
Like visuals, with a high engagement factor.
Okay.
In fact, there's somewhere I read that Instagram is one of those platforms that has the highest engagement rate. In fact, I don't know whether it's true. Like the engagement on Instagram is 2,000%.
Wow.
The sort of engagement that you would find on LinkedIn.
Wow.
But I think it all boils down to the nature of who are the people on this.
Yes. And most of them are young.
Scroll, like, share.
Yes.
So that's how you narrow down to the platform based on your customer research.
Yes.
And its suitability in targeting your audience.
Yes.
Now, and here now is where now, let's say for example, as people say Facebook is old-fashioned, but now when it comes to advanced targeting options, Facebook is among the best platforms to target, because you can target people based on anything. Remember, we talked about behavior, talked about the geography.
Yes.
We talked about the demographics, the age, the gender, their income. Depending on where you are, like in the States, you can even target people based on their disposable income. They have
how much?
Yes. So Facebook buys a lot of information. You know,
they have a lot of
they have a lot of information that they bake into their product,
Yes.
so that advertisers can effectively reach out their potential customers through advertising. You know, so also the targeting options here really matter a lot, because you would not want to go on a platform that, when it comes to its targeting abilities, is one thing. You know.
Yes.
And so if you're the more of the sniper kind of marketing,
yes.
then pick a platform that gives you advanced targeting options.
Wow, and that probably is Facebook.
And
I think
Facebook, yes, yeah.
I know so many of us are doing what you call Facebook ads.
Yeah.
And I'm very sure, Steve, some of these findings will come and explore Facebook advertising. How do you do your Facebook ads?
You are watching The Convo with Dr. Frida and James Wetu. Convo, encouraging conversation that matter.